Really good chance. Okay, Lev on defense, KRU on attack.
On defense on the Lotus, a map where they really blew me away against G2, who were more than a formidable opponent.
Whoa, that's committed.
They've watched the footage. This is classic LEV to group with 3 and played at B main at the start of the
They
pistol.
committed pretty heavy here.
Waiting for it.
And the pace now that they're moving
Radical, thank you so much for that, man. Appreciate the tier 1. Yes, that is correct, mate.
Not too shabby. 2 for Tex.
Bro, Tex is looking great. And maybe. No idea he's this close. Okay, maybe an idea is this close. Shout out to Heat on this one as well. Lovely pistol from them. Just felt like they were on top of this. They held a slow default waiting for some kind of aggression. Most people have been doing that on the defense pistol at the moment. Just wait with 3 people at spawn.
Was not one that they were even expecting. It was one that was kind of forced upon them, and he's more than rose to the occasion, more than filled into this team. And so everyone's surprised, frankly, looking like the missing piece of the puzzle on the initiator role.
Don't mind it because it's based off the whole season. That's true. Still think it's a little bit cruel, but
pistol. They're going for the multi-vandal buy, so they have a more reasonable, stronger.
Molly doesn't reach on this one, and Aspas already stacking some orbs.
Playing for the alt orbs, LEV at the early stages on that A-long. Klaus here very non-committal about his A presence. He's about to get a high-low setup, rather.
Hold up.
Aspas takes his head clean
Let's
off.
hold up. Look at this. Okay, so that's the def they're allowed. Everyone else, 4 rifles, not allowed any other def. Double swing over towards here, expecting a reaction to C and B.
He does have 1 prowler, but they're actually just going to contact through.
Wonder when we fade eye out over towards here.
Make sure that no one was
Fade eye goes out, and this guy doesn't shoot the fade eye but just calls his team out. And they shot the turret, so the rotate comes in. And yeah, the fact that Melsa didn't shoot this fade eye pretty much just means they're gonna go into empty sight. This is a very nice round. Dude, if you just watch the minimap from Lev are just running all over the map the whole time here. They still get 3 here pretty early.
In we go. Lev, though, realize what is afoot right now. And King still pretty conservatively is making his way here on a later flank.
No real post-plant utility for KRU, so they're going to have to play
running like crazy, but they're all over the place.
Position. They can't play far back.
That was Mazzino taken down there back in Hall.
Util's good.
He's having to fold around the corner away from the Prowler. It's going to be Aspas and Tex to fall. They know King is out there. There was an alarm bot that triggered his presence. Every contingency accounted for by KRU.
Yeah, and no deaths, no bit of damage done extra on top of that, so they don't lose anything here.
Or towards A, get that into his hands and try to convert this bonus. And again, they had bought 2 Vandals on that round as well for the purpose of having a good buy on this bonus round with stronger weaponry than Spectres, SMGs. And if they get the Nightfall, they've got a legit shot of running away with the game a little bit here early on. Not to get too ahead of myself, but looks like Lev, they're going to go for some early mound control. That one-way smoke going to come up, and Aspas and Mazzino going to push pretty close in off of it.
Counter smoke there for the attackers, just to basically deny what that one-way would give you. Always look for Aspas on these defensive
it goes in. It's going to hit 1. Oh, they just force their way over towards door, though. Wait, this is looking not too bad. King is heavy committed here.
King saw nothing in the end, and he's going to be caught outside of the play. Tex, the lone defender on A proper, was already taken down.
Okay, they are locked into sight though, and you're going to expect them to take some map control, so Raze needs to be heavy, ready for that.
With Heat in tree.
And Heat's still 1 orb away from the Nightfall. If he gets 1 kill, it'll be online.
Some stairs presence now.
Dude, he still has Teva.
Mazzino with the smoke over towards that A site. The paranoia to be played off of here with a potential explosion from stairs by Aspas. There's the Noia.
Oh, he just missed the timing.
Mazzino able to bring Melsa down. Here's Aspas. Can he do more? Just the one.
Yeah, kind of all fell apart because he missed the timing here as well. They had no pressure over towards door after that. Door was just shot the whole time, and they still had the crossfire. Yeah, they still had the crossfire because of it.
King didn't get through the door in
time. Yeah, exactly that.
He was just able to swing out of
door stuck. Yeah, she was the most perfect door stuck.
Everything falls apart. And KRU, the decisiveness, the acceleration early on in that round to get into the site through tree. When Shy was over on the opposite side of the map, saw that aggression coming C, and they just went for it. And that's what we saw on Breeze when they were finding success on attack. It's when they were explosive, fearless on these fast hits.
Aspas now to play for that A orb. Again, you see, wherever Aspas is, it's where LEV like to push up onto that extremity. Mazino defensive smoking here on the C side.
Yeah, and you might see an insta-react over towards C. Fatal goes in, hits 2. And they didn't take any space off of it.
The Prowler will herald their arrival, though. Melsa might need to still smoke on C before they go for it.
This is actually quite scary for KRU. They're going to try and get into the site now. They still have the
They're
weapons.
kind of relaxed, though. I like it, man. They're looking chill. They don't want to rush into anything.
A C's to work with, perhaps. Kesnit forced away from it, though, and they hear the door open. LEV try to go for the pinch. This is classically them.
Yeah, and they got numbers on site. They should be fine here for the Jaws.
And King chooses his moment to explode there from Waterfall. It's good for the 1. In the 4 versus 4, Kesnit, though, has supremacy in weaponry, supremacy in reaction.
Okay, nicely done, and what we got for ults. Okay, they at least have Raze ult now into this one. Big buy round, we've got Raze ult.
Getting a little scary for a moment there when they couldn't get in off that Nightfall, creating some space. Kesnit brings things, back to reality. A great performance on Jet on Breeze, less so on the first map, Ascent. But it's really on Raze where Kesnit has made a name for himself. Historically, when KRU have gotten big,
Okay, full buy goes out. We've got Raze ult, like I said, and that's the only ult we're going to be seeing into this. Double Raze ult, and we've got the Odin spam ready for Com.
Com has an Odin here inside tree. LEV don't actually go for an aggressive poke up now. So they've kind of missed their window if they were looking for an engagement at A. KRU start by probing at B. There's no real killjoy util to contend with for them here. Kesnit opts not to
Yeah,
go
and they
up,
kind of got to
that's
respect
something
this,
that
and
King is
he
still
actually
gonna have
still
to
might
check.
get one.
I wouldn't want to be checking this right now.
Okay.
Kesnit fires off the showstopper, and King
Yeah.
descends on heat.
now the counter showstopper popped as well. Not going to get any value, but didn't need to. Klaus trying to hold down Baby Door.
The nade's going to force him to the right to play that close angle. He might find something here despite being
They
paranoid.
played this
No
well,
Aspas
though. Look
wins
at
out.
Lev go on this one. This was great to
Now
watch.
Kesnit in a 1v2, absolutely doable. But that TP is going to cause a problem. A virtual high-low setup put together between Tex and Mazino. And then
Yeah, Lev looked really, really
for
strong
their
in that
first
one.
round win here on Lotus.
So you look at
They got to be
that
careful, though. We got
swing
armor
from
rebuy,
Lev to
3 guns
Baby Door,
rebuy.
Aspas
We got a
and at the same time
1-9
with the
loss
paranoia,
bonus if they
Mazino
get wrecked.
TP'd even deeper.
Scary
That
situation
was
for them to be in.
So sick to root Klaus out of that.
It was clean, yeah. The
position.
util here was
I like the
really
idea
strong.
from KRU, though. I mean,
Util here
their
was great.
economy
I mean,
is
King
very
getting his
strong.
first
They
kill was pretty
haven't
big.
gone for
This
really
one.
much action on B, so they just walk up, explode into the site off the Raze ult, just mixing something different in, but it was really nicely dealt with from LEV. Of course, you know, one of the main issues when you're going into B from that, you know, all from main is that you're going to get pushed from Baby Door quite quickly from the A players, especially if they stacked up there early, which LEV did.
Killjoy ults are in the same spot now as well, so 1 off for each. Go aggro A, and we have 3 people here to potentially punish this.
They aren't playing rubble, and now they explode as soon as that wall comes down.
Yeah, they just dropped the wall to Jaw.
Happy to trade the 2-for-1 now as Heat will be looking to take a fight. Just a
Lunatic.
raw fight for Heat. And he gets there. More raw than Liver King's diet, I'd say. Stunning stuff. Inside the seas, absolutely unbothered.
Respect, man. He just ran into sight and just solo killed them both. That line really got me, man. He is a beast.
Get through the smoke, make the play. It was little moments like
Yeah,
that
and
it
the
felt like
reset
KRU
is gonna
always on
hurt.
the receiving
It's gonna
end of
hurt,
on
and
Breeze certainly on
Eat
Ascent.
7-1, I think,
But
kill
now
wise.
they're the ones making the plays. They're the ones reminding everybody
Good.
how talented individually they are, which has just been the
Not sure he should
catalyst of
ever
their
be winning that
success
first
this
duel, but
season. We have seen all
take it.
5 players activated at different times on different maps. You, of course, expect that from Kesnit. You expect that from Shy in the late round. But Melser stepping up, relieving himself of the IGL duties, those being passed to Klaus, who's even stepped up individually while IGLing, looks more comfortable.
And he just distilled that audacity.
Yeah, I mean, that's a solo play. That's a straight up solo play, and they'll take this all day. Like, they're so fine with the save because they just want to get their recon good.
It kind of breaks the conventions, the generally agreed upon conventions of Valorant at times. And that's despite these early heroics from Aspas. It's a good opener for Leviathan.
Yeah, Aspas is going to feel pretty gutted after this. He did incredibly well.
I feel like they can just back off. They've gotten the advantage, right? And now a timeout is
even when Kesnet dies, they still have a duelist. Yeah, he's just free to do whatever he wants, right?
Here.
Takes
after map 1, it looked like the
kind of just do what he wants and just open up rounds.
After the first half of Breeze, even more so, we were just waiting for what felt like the inevitable result. And now KRU, the LATAM rivals of LEV.
Man, they are looking like a different team. Could contrast map 1 with right now. The difference is
more yapping from Com. Yeah, that is also true.
So heading into this next round for LEV, their economy is in an odd place. They could try to force up, but not all the players are going to have rifles. They might just end up buying what they can, making sure they have a full buy on the next. They're also very close to a couple really big ultimates at the moment. And oftentimes that's when you're going to see a team take a timeout, right? When you have a lot of ults to work around, you want to make sure that you don't waste them, that you lock up the round when you have that big advantage.
You need a deterministic round win, right?
Absolutely, and you can see Tex 1 away there from the lockdown, Calm 2 away from the Nightfall.
Then they all managed to get a gun out. They're missing a Molly, a Prowler, pretty much it.
What is the plan out of the timeout? It looks like
this is a Molly down. No, there is a Molly down. Oh, why does he look like he's on 2 FPS there? What is that?
He gets away with that one there. Maybe even the paint shell follow-up, not there. Kesnet doesn't opt to go for it. Poison Orb now. Klaus was hoping to cross, but he gets a spraying from Com.
Things getting dangerous. If we were in the old meta, he'd have a Sky to get him back to 100, but not right now, as the Fade has proven far more useful. Both teams running the meta comp of the moment, and it's just going to be a quiet contact back up into C, and Melser drawing attention on A, opening the door while the wall is up to give him some safety.
It's not going to pull anyone across. LEV have kept 3 players over.
Killjoy. Oh, we got
the prescribed location. Aspas.
We have a nade? No, I don't think so.
To take it out. He's going to back away instead. He wasn't advanced enough on the site.
Yeah, and this is a free site on this one. Rotate goes in. We got Omen Flash into Fade Eye. Into maybe double satchel. Klaus has an ult. There's a strong ult as well.
This is so fantastic play right now.
Yeah, it's such a strong ult. He has a little cubby to hide in as well over towards site. Bro, how do you retake this one?
It's going to be a TP
Oh,
coming out now.
okay, maybe that's how. The spam over towards the ult. And what can you do as an observer here, man? 8 kills in just 2 seconds. Yeah, they can't catch a break, man. They can't catch a break. They gotta eco this.
Moments like that, tough to recreate. Tough to sort of break down, understand if you're Leviathan, it was close, but not close enough. And now, all that cash is lit on fire and thrown out the window. Their econ struggling.
And these are the 2 best teams in Americas. And listen, you want to see what the result, of course, is going to be. Who's going to win? But also, you want to see which duelist is going to come out with the best stats of this. Which one performed the best.
I mean, because it's 9-3, it's mad impact as well. I goes in, they respect this, and they lay. You're not going to walk through the wall against an eco, though, right? Guys, you played so good up until this moment.
He forced back, eventually taken down by the paint shell. Shy says, well, in for a penny, in for a pound, they say. I'll take those odds. Shy trying to force takes off that angle, but he's able to get there. And then thrifty for Leviathan.
Holy, I mean, Shy gave that a good attempt.
And I was not ready for that whatsoever.
People do some mad stuff against ecos, man. They really do. We've seen it. All day today.
With a little bit more caution, just haphazardly walking through the wall there to their demise.
And they should recognize this, Wyatt, because they do the same thing.
Stolen away.
On KRU's eco rounds, they all fire up those pistols, and they take part of mid. They take these fights. Taunt there removes. It's out of the way. This time Leviathan not quite as aggressive. Down A long. They still maintain a significant presence. They might be looking to play off this paranoia here. KRU is staying grouped to Mazzino's shoulder pick. Gives him the confirmation.
Oh, and Kesnet gonna find that first blood onto Mazzino, removing those smoke
Oh
sprays
man,
back.
is it just the insta reply again?
Shy with the model even.
The win around, lose around, insta, no money.
Been maintaining a little bit of control towards
Feels like it.
allow the rest of the team to gather
They're
up
an
so
all
they
about
can
A here as well.
retake
Like
this
this is,
space now.
they have their
Try and
Oh,
go
man.
through tree into this A hit.
Ado
Boss
into
rush.
Razor.
So thin.
The man with it all on his shoulders, an ultimate in his hands if he needs it.
Yeah, maybe too scared because broken walls down.
Okay, they can't double swing.
I regret it. We'll see.
Shy,
Bro, Shy is hopping right now, and he's gonna have to 1v2.
One player in pit, one coming up A long.
No way.
He gets the first 1v1. Turret here to take contact for him, but Com is going to tether him in place. Shy looking for the plant, he's going to get it. Com is going to have to take his time, and here's the swing.
Ooh. Yeah, every time coming down to 1v1s.
Outrageous clutch from Shy,
Damn,
but
they really
just
needed that in
comes
terms of
up
econ as
short
well, so.
both times. And
Yeah, with
Leviathan
this, we should
again,
get a pretty good game now.
just by a hair, bringing things back in a crucial 1 versus 1. Osbos, the man to do it.
You've got to believe he has that swing off the showstopper.
Yeah, I thought they were going to keep this more simple in terms of orb, but
how that ultimate works. I'm going to be honest. How did he not kill Klaus with that rocket? Still, though, KRU's economy good enough for another buy. They have 3 huge ultimates online right now in the lockdown and the nightfall. The showstopper just to top things off for a big exec. They've got to feel like they can lock this one up right now and crack the economy of LEV.
Mazzino solo, trying to take some mound position. This is very risky, and he knows it too.
See mound control going to be gained here from KRU. It looks like they want to go a little bit fast. No, they're going to back things off just then. Slow things down 30 seconds in, but they're going to root Melser into this position to keep control.
They were worried about those boxes. They even seized it.
so much to work with.
So we have drag players.
It's a big round in general for everyone. Well,
This is
1,
going to leave
2,
Com
3,
in a bit of a compromising
4,
position.
5,
So
6,
KRU
7,
start
8.
to
Okay,
take some
8
more
people come
strides
by
towards A.
next round, and there
It's
are
in a
so
pump
many ults here.
This might play into Leviathan's hands, but slowly King is drifting.
So it's going to be
across the
Killjoy
field.
ult for Killjoy ult, but then do they fade
KRU
Raze
essentially
ult
just
to
fully
cancel
cut noise. They've
the
really been
Killjoy
taking
ult?
towards A,
Or
except
do they
put the wall
phase
up.
Raze? I mean, they have so many options.
And
Fade Raze ult
Nightfall's gonna come
into
in. It's gonna be a lot of pressure
Killjoy
on
ult in the
Mazzino.
after plant.
Backside anchor.
This is fast. Mazzino never was going to be ready for that. The Nightfall came in.
Oh,
cuts that
that's a
noise.
very early Killjoy. I
Here's
think
the
they
lockdown combo
could
now
have
from
respected
both
it. I
sides.
actually
This
think
could
they
get a
messed
little
up
awkward.
their Killjoy
King
ult.
wants to try and find a timing to swing from door, but already
Because they have
KRU
to go
conceded that
back
round
and this guy can...
presence.
Whoa,
Still a player detained though.
wait.
No chance to capitalize. Kesnet will be covered by the rest of KRU, and in they come. Leviathan now lockdownless, who are unsure if there was action happening at the rest of the map, but they didn't cancel.
Bro, that was a
We're actually pulling off there
clutch
for a
Omen
moment.
smoke,
They're
by the way.
trying to take
That
now
Omen
4
smoke
versus
completely
5.
saved them.
Not a ton of utility to do so with. Ospas has a nade. There's a haunt in the hands of Com. Similarly, not much for KRU, but they have the man advantage. They can post up in the crossfires. If they just
Can't
trade
believe they
outside of the
bailed out.
numbers, they should be winning
It's
this.
a 4v4 though, because Shy is not in a position to intervene, and there's not a flank on the way. Eventually Shy starts to realize that, but here comes the push onto the side. Pitter patter, little footsteps now as Leviathan step up, and Tex, beautiful from Tex. Melser though, almost salvages
Dude,
it.
how is all these rounds coming into one pass and staying
Brick by
alive?
Brick have built their way back into this game.
3 rounds in a row, down to a 1 versus 1.
Yeah,
Warriors
every
has
single
been
time.
able to claim
Bro, Tex is doing
clutch after clutch
doing some mad stuff still.
after clutch for them.
It was a weird round
All
watching the minimap
ultimates
here.
expended from both teams there.
I feel like
in
this
what
guy
was
could have
an absolute melee
got the
on this
ult,
team.
right?
Haymaker after haymaker, Wyatt. Okay, Mazzino, he is looking skyward there, so he's ready for that.
I mean, the speed that Kesnet came in
Yeah,
with
he
it.
was fast on
I
it.
mean, he looked like he was the one with a teleport, not Mazzino the Omen. How fast he got into that site. And now with 3 in a row for LEV, it's Coach Adam for KRU calling a timeout. And I was speaking highly of him before, and he really does deserve that praise. A really sound head on his shoulders. has brought this team from, I mean, we give this narrative every time, but it's because
He's exposed to
it's
C
wild,
lobby.
which is last year. He joined
If
the
he goes
team
further
pretty
out to
early
shoot
on.
it, yeah, I
They
think you're
couldn't
right.
get a win in their
So I didn't see any
entire
pings down. I would need to
0-9,
watch it again because
had that
I felt like
LCQ
the
run, but right now,
I felt like the
this is the most
Killjoy was in the
consistent
corner.
group that we have ever
And I
seen
think you
in
can
the
see
history
it
of the
there, but
game.
maybe I'm
They've
wrong.
always had those flash in the pan moments, but they've never been able to do it week after week after week, like we're seeing right now against the best in Americas. Leviathan, they are the other team in that conversation. Are they the best in Americas? They very well may be.
Funny how the balance of power is shifting.
we're
Think of the
just
teams
at
America
another
sent
round
to
where
Madrid and
everyone's
where
just
they
got
are
no
now.
money because all the rounds are
tides,
just
they are
incredibly
changing.
close. All the light arms
Leviathan
out for
and Crew are
crew.
here to
Money's
capitalize.
completely in the bin.
So we're gonna have that early nade down A from Aspas. And in the meantime,
Pretty much
the rest
be
of
on
the team
3,000
the one way is gonna
if
come
they
up
lost
here as
this.
well. Mizuno throwing that into
Bro,
A.
it's
So
ambitious,
two
but
players
Aspas
gonna
feels
gain
like he's gonna get his
control,
ult.
and that hot lineup comes in from B as well. Firmly in control of the A side in the map, but an even exchange as Crew work their way over into C.
Time being bought here by Leviathan. Those
Crew
defensive
Visa
smokes
doesn't
to
sound
see
good
as
at
heavy
all.
Killjoy utility,
Yeah,
just the
I
one
mean,
player there.
Imagine they just cry into a big
Trying
bag
to
of
keep
money though,
Leviathan
bro.
interested in
I
what's
don't think
going
they
on
care.
At A-Long. Eventually, Aspas and Mizuno looking for, you're going to get a bit more than the catnip. Like the whole darn thing. Backing away now, they know there's something brewing.
They're gonna molly for back rubble, Prowler as well. Try and reclaim this space, or at the very least, force Lev back. And that is what they're gonna be able to do. A lot of utility here expended from Crew. Look at this now from Lev. Triple crossfire setup right now.
Crew can't afford another pump fake, not with the time left in the round.
If this wall goes down, they're gonna have
Big
three
jewel.
angles to contend
Aspas
with.
ready?
Here we go. Curtain
I mean,
comes
both
down.
of the duelists
Shot's
already.
only just begun. Classy on the swing, but again, that off angle's so hard to
How is he still alive?
with a satchel over the top, one more close is gonna knock shy. Off his
Oh
fire.
my god, the Omen Flash is incredible. How did he only take 1 bullet of damage?
Just baited them all the way into that trap. Cut the noise. Crew felt comfortable walking up off of that wall. They had an idea that a setup like that could be in play. You saw Kessid, he had his crosshair prepped for someone in the baby door, but Leviathan sprung that
They're
trap
missing a
on
lot. So we got Guardians
4 in a
out.
row now. The
I mean,
momentum in
honestly,
this
they
game
just
just
kind of
constantly
tank
going
the
back and forth
tank
and
the
on
hit of not having a
final
rifle
round,
and just having
Crew
Guardians. Get 3 of them.
Guardians.
They
There
go
are some
into
paper-thin
the
walls on this
instant
map, though,
nade.
to be fair.
Right, just an aid thrown out here. Door being cycled by Mizuno
Miles
when he
is
gets
on
the
his own
information.
a
He
little
also
bit.
reveals himself to that haunt that came from the B side.
That's a lot of sound.
Com had the line.
Rotate's gonna go in heavy after
But
this.
Leviathan this time, not so interested in fighting over the baby door area. No presence in those off angles. They want to play to the side.
That boombot gonna get a bit of info. A Prowler was used as well from Calm over at the stairs side.
Nice boombot though. Checks
Right
the
now,
corner
Leviathan,
here.
they have heard so much noise over at A. They are pretty steadfast in these positions. Cycling one way is a tree.
That's
Is
obnoxious.
Mazzino paranoia
Oh.
to force him back now.
Oh, disrespect to the one way. Omen flash into Prowler. Molly at the back here. 3 people on site.
You can hear the thundering of footsteps. It's a 1-for-1 for now.
Oh, what the
Mizuno
hell?
forced back very low, and he's about to take a lot of contact, and was still able to find one. Ridiculous. Melsa here playing from below. And that smoke's going to give him the cover he needs for his team to get this plant. Tex is making his way over towards stairs here. It's going to be a minute before he's set up to capitalize. Well, that off angle.
I mean,
King
King's
tries for a
super ready
little
for
bit of
someone to
spray.
be in this rough
Do it
area
on
because he's
crossfire
Molly's
set up to
below.
cover pit, to cover heaven, and now we have the
Oh.
smoke refreshed. Leviathan are
Surprised
going to
he
have to
didn't-
go
I'm
for
so
something
super
here.
surprised
They're
he
going to
didn't
have
get
to
seen.
throw caution to the wind and step up to the plate. Here's Klaus, though, beautifully done. Tex able to trade it now, looking over towards tree. Kesnit's going to be there. Tex now under the gun, but he's got a powerful one in his grip. Might look to half, might look to stick. Just a unbelievable correction.
How the hell does he do that? Tex has been playing with so much more confidence, so much more gusto.
I don't even know what to say. I just don't understand how he's winning some of these rounds. He's been unbelievable. He's 13-7. He should never, ever be winning that.
Kind of known for, and now late in the season, in this game especially, it looks like he's really feeling himself with the aim. Finally,
oh my god,
is obscene.
bro. He's been insane.
The hero's burial at the very least here. KRU and Leviathan, they are going at it, as they say in the homeland, hammer it and tongs. And again,
bro, ever since Aspas's mum called him out in a tweet, been kind of different.
Feels like heat is such a difference maker on this.
Was it his mum?
Creo que tenemos una personalidad bastante parecida.
He really stepped up after that.
Como que los dos tenemos una sinergia porque nos conocemos hace bastante, lo conozco hace 7 años. Y nada, creo que vamos los dos juntos para adelante y ya si me matan a mí, tengo él que me tradee, si lo matan a él, nos tradeamos entre los dos.
She's mad right now. Dude, I'll be getting, if you're a text, you'd be getting your mum. Call him out.
We've seen that play out.
Especially if he's top fragging like this.
Series. And this map especially, I think that he,
hit back.
The contact through smoke over
Crazy.
towards A stairs
Parent
into
wars,
the side
man.
after Kesnet got traded out by him. It's kind of nice to see they've added that kind of explosiveness to their arsenal.
And there was a long time ago where Heat was actually the star duelist of Brazil, the guy on the international stage that looked like the man who could
Don't care about drama. Nah, this one was pretty funny. This one was pretty funny.
A long time ago, and since then, unfortunately for him,
I've never seen the parents get involved.
A bit of a career decline to the point where this is the first time that he wasn't on one of the top 3 Brazilian teams. Didn't have a team coming into this season. First time just absolutely nowhere to go, and it was KRU needing a man, and he stepped up, and he looks like a totally new player. And listen, sometimes that's what it takes. You need to be reminded that you're but a speck in the universe to be humbled and come back stronger, and that is exactly what he's done, and on a role he never played before. A great first half from him. We'll see if he can continue it into the second.
Those duelist tendencies still shine through. They still become evident in so many occasions.
That's a great comeback. Dude, 6 on attack, 6 on defense, sorry, is a lot.
Anchored on that A site there, and Tex was able
it does feel a little bit more even when teams play the double mirror of the Fnatic comp.
The majority of them on Lotus so far.
Still feel like it's a little bit attack sided with what goes on.
Osbos both with sheriffs in hand. This is something they love to do on the pistol rounds. Gonna forgo that utility to go for some headshots. And look at this pinch actually from
yeah, might be a double pistol.
Wow. And that explosion through door. That's going to be a tough one to bounce back from. Com goes, all right. Well, I guess it's on me again. And it's going to be all of KRU. Set up here with crossfires on that C-mound. Be virtually impossible to break. And this is what you should expect from a KRU defense side. Proactivity is a word we're throwing around a lot. It doesn't do it justice, Wyatt. It's almost crazed what we see from them.
It is at times, and it does feel crazed, but there is a cohesiveness to it, and it's not always with those big utility plays on defense where you're seeing a flash come over top, and there's a paranoia, and there's a jet dash, and he's coming out and sweat. Like, oftentimes it is just really good swings for each other from different angles at the same time. Confidence.
Yeah, I've fully lost count of the pistol, but I know this is too.
This really nice paranoia coming through doors, completely catching Leviathan off.
I don't know what they are overall, but
in the server after that pistol round, and KRU both pistols now on Lotus.
They were not ready.
Dude, back to the wall. Literally, there were 2 people back towards door.
Right. I mean,
3-3 overall. Okay.
The first pistol, excuse me, into a bonus round win as well.
Leviathan managed to just
on defense, they're allowed a death. And Shy, dude, Shy's fragging out heavy, and every single time as well, he's just enabling Kesnet. Drops him the gun, takes the hit of the sheriff.
Advantaged in terms of weaponry, and LEV are reluctant to expose themselves to that kind of golf at this time. They have a refresh on that one-way.
And LEV fully back up just to dodge that boom bot. And in the meantime, you have Mizuno over on C throwing a smoke down, which cuts off that waterfall back sight angle just to try and draw a little bit of attention. There are 2 players watching there, but the rest of crew, of course, are trying to lock down A here. And they're doing a great job of it. LEV don't have an ounce of map control.
Crew preempted every little poke and prod there from LEV with some high-value utility. Now we are going to...
Like this though, a lot of pressure over towards here, then fall back, do
really
2
not
stack.
much to work with. Maybe a Haunt, one more smoke left from Mazino, and even that gets delayed because of the poison orb. You got nothing to work with. Nothing in that Leviathan pantry with which to cook. A crew is on that Michelin star hype. Just a 1-for-1. So it's really only going to be Shy here for now, and 2 players coming out through Waterfall. LEV get themselves a post-ban, an unlikely turn of events here. And again now, gotta throw their poison orb up on the site to section it up even further. LEV's starting to go up a gear.
I mean, the Omen Flash
Crew
is...
clean into this though, and he wants to take the fight. He wants to get involved.
Yeah, only hit 1.
Seem to be traded, but Keston will fall down
Hold
after
up.
it, getting the 1-for-1. Now it's on Shy, who only has a sheriff to work with. Like an angel of death, he drops down. Claims text for himself.
Don't interrupt my work.
Not much health to work with, but a nice amount at the very least. He's going to get pinched from either side. Dangerous.
Oh man, respect. Yeah, respect to LEV here. I feel like the Omen Flash should have gone Psy instead of here.
Situations like that, but they've been quite tough. Nicely done at the very end.
Dude, Uber's casting is so good, man. he loves it, bro. He's good with the wordplay.
Fully eco them back. It was crew, they were so distracted on the other side of the map that they were able to get in relatively unscathed. And then just taking those close range duels with the bad weapons were enough. Falling apart for crew, they had they had an advantage there to begin to run away with the game in the second half, and it fully slips away.
Let's play the numbers game and overwhelm on C. This time, though, we see Melser attempt to stake his claim to Mount early. But once again, weight of numbers will force him to reconsider. That's another orb for Aspas here. 3 away from that showstopper.
Taking all of Seamount or Leviathan and now going for the side.
Yeah, and we'll have to count how many times they just enter into C successfully. This one doesn't really count because it's an eco, but it feels like they might heavy lean on it.
With ease, and crew can see what damage they can try to do now. As when you win that eco, your economy starts to get a big advantage, being able to carry some of those rifles over. So
no smokes at all. Prowlers, yes, but hard to find value off those at this time. Aspas here will wait until they run into his crosshair. It's always Keston somehow, annoyingly nipping at the heels of Aspas here, even on just that pistol.
Oh, they're doing great damage though. Hey, they'll take that. There's a lot of damage, and you're probably going to see armor rebuy on these 2 as well. So
yeah, not a ton of discussion about Calm so far, really, as you said, but he really is in a hard supportive role right now. His opportunities to shine individually have really been few and far between on this team, and oftentimes just...
Well, LEV couldn't capitalize on him playing in tree with the Odin those quite few rounds, right?
Yeah.
Crew never walked into the trap play.
All right, crew, now they've got the buy online. Shy
5v buy. Everyone, they can't buy next.
That showstopper.
The crew.
Which he is so potent with. Some utility being exchanged in A, but LEV are going to walk away with that control of the map. Getting King into back rubble.
Big
round. The rest of the team, they're going to group up off that space that he's garnered.
Slowly King advancing here. He might have a timing on Heat. Heat clever enough here not to get caught, but goes very, very low, and now that space has been claimed. LEV have 1 round into A secured, and they've just walked up in tree.
And you can see Melser is pushed all the way out of C, so very comfortable to rotate to A right now. Our crew.
Look at the Omen though.
Quickly here. They have slowed up the tempo, but Melser shows himself,
and now they can't pivot over towards B, so they got to send over towards A, and that is a huge kill from King, and Klaus has to go pretty big. Oh, that should be it.
Well, counting Klaus perhaps, and he has to swing into 3 from drop. This is getting ugly, but Melser has a riot from that long flank. He will group up with Shy now and try and get into this side. The timing from Mazino is prescient.
Yeah, and crew might
now might just have to pull the plug.
And it was that smoke
regret
timing
the
that was so
eco
awkward,
loss over towards C.
falling
Or
off
the
now,
anti-eco.
Melser. Nothing can be done. But frankly, he had massive impact in that round. He was the one setting KRU up for what
Shout
could
out
have
to
been a
King,
win,
to be
given he just
honest.
walked
King was the one
he
that
got
made this
all
one
the way out
doable.
C, got
This
them
kill.
the info on where they were going to go. Was able to get that pick as well.
Just couldn't get there in
Just
time. That was when
enough.
Lev went up a gear, right? I gotta say, just the damage on Heat. Then you throw the snake bite in stairs. You take control of A through door at the same time. Leviathan really understood their win condition there.
And now with a bit of a lead, our Leviathan. This thing is absolutely going the distance, though, between our two top seeds of the Alpha and Omega groups. The two
Is
top
it going the
teams,
distance? I'm not
both
sure.
from LATAM. Live
Are
in
they
the
not
mixed
just
roster,
crazy
of
in
course, but
control now?
listen,
Easier
they
sides.
have the LATAM roots for sure.
Money's
The
on
core
their
of the
side.
team, King and Mazzino, who have just been so good for them this year. Mazzino in particular is stepping up so much late in the
Like
season.
this should
King,
probably just be
you
a
always expect that high
clean
level
path
of
from Lev.
consistency
Not
from
super
him, but now
clean,
KRU,
but
they're relegated to this bad bye, losing the
they're
last.
definitely heavy
They
in
have the
control.
hero
They're
rifle,
so
which
close to
Melser
so many
passed
ults
over
as
to
well.
Kesnet from the save, and it's a deep push down mound. Looks like they may even want to fight out of this.
In that attack-sided smoke to deny the advantage the one way otherwise would give. Tech's not extending any further into it, but this could be ugly. No chance to get away.
That's really cool though.
Damage done
The
even.
guy on the top
Uncharacteristic moment
goes
from Tex
fast
there.
and then everyone else goes
All
through
of
the
that
smoke,
map
so your
now.
aim's always going to be up, so you can't
Controlled by
adjust.
KRU. Never gonna go for
Oh,
a
and he
kill. They know they
dodges
can
the
lead
boom
into
bot.
a
Is he going to
weak
go
held
for sender?
side. It's just gonna be Heat. He'll have to find his spot very carefully.
Spike planted.
How do they want to post up here with this man disadvantage?
Shot.
Okay, with a massive kill, going to be able to
Well,
recover that
I had to
rifle
go and
as
say it,
well.
didn't I?
A third one now in the hands for KRU on this retake.
Whoa, and now they're popping ults. They're kind of double downing a little bit, and now KRU probably pop ults because it's like, well, we can win this round, and this is huge.
Looking for more,
Yeah,
but
there
it's
goes
not
the
big
Killjoy,
enough for
and
the
no
time
one's
being.
in position to
Kesnet
shoot
playing
this
it safe on
Killjoy ult.
that hero rifle. And eventually,
Bro, this Killjoy ult's
He
just...
emerges once more from stairs to
they
take
can't do
yet
anything.
another. That is beautiful.
Yeah, the Killjoy ult's this game
The
over on that
sole
round.
player at A.
Oh, respect, man. I love this little, eco plate. One through the, jump through the smoke, and then everyone else just goes on the floor. Oh, really sick.
Go, buddy.
It looked all
The Killjoy was perfect
was
as well.
After that one, and it's not like they made a terrible
Well, this is
decision
my fault for
either.
saying
I mean,
that it should
push
be
out comes,
clean.
Tex is suddenly overwhelmed by 4 KRU players assailing him. So
And
get
they got the
nitrous
Razor
into the
out
A
of him.
site, get it quickly. But they just lost so many rifles at that point with the man disadvantage.
Houses are exceptionally
I mean,
strong.
Mazzino
Yeah,
took
dude,
a
it's been an
big
impressive
risk
week
pushing
for him.
into
I'll
that
give
smoke, to be
myself
fair.
that.
Possibly
Some of the
high risk, medium reward in a
some of them are
situation
impressive.
like that.
I just don't know how some of the rounds go badly,
Exposed
like
loses the
as badly
rifle.
as they do.
Odin now in the hands of Klaus over in Tree.
Impressive.
Very common to have that over there. Given you can just spam through the door, the walls onto the orb as well. A lot of contention for C Mound, but KRU are the ones, excuse me, to regain control, just playing off the one-way smokes.
Yeah, they really insist on it there. Absolutely no interest.
I like
in
the
giving that
change up
space
from
up.
KRU
Now
as
this
well.
should be
Started
pretty
losing over
ponderous
towards C,
from Lev.
fighting C a lot heavier.
Slowly scale up here into A.
We bring out the attack
We're gonna
Odin,
get some action
and we
here
got
as
the
Heat will
defense
be shoulder
Odin.
checking this from stairs.
And you can see the KRU players, they focus on rotating more towards B and A. KJ set up on B again. That Nightfall is going to come in, which is going to force Klaus back. Not going to be able to get any spam off with that Odin. But look at this. He's trying to come in really fast to support him actually in the site. They're trying to hold this thing down.
He's interrupting their spacing. They're not expecting him to be so close, and Heat's already found 2.
He got a
Kesnet's
double.
there as well. Oh, buddy, KRU. Strap yourselves in, folks. This is about to get wilder and wilder. Mazzino now awkwardly a long way away from that spike.
30 seconds
Were we in a
left.
safer spot? They might have considered a save here. And there's a bit of money to work with, at least for Leviathan. This is looking ugly. I'll be straight with you.
Player standing.
Just Mazzino now, able to get the trade.
Yeah, and
That's
he
all she
has his
wrote.
ult.
Does Mazzino dare go for the TP, pick up the spike?
Nah, he's
No,
saving
he
him.
doesn't. That
10
would have
seconds
been
left.
a mad play, and I was, is he crazy?
Wait, they kind of thought he was gonna
Crazy
do it.
enough, but No, he isn't. It's
Okay,
Heat
respect.
finishing it.
Dude,
And
he
finishes it with
is
4. I mean,
He
long
is something
have KRU
else.
been searching for that last piece of the puzzle. Things never came together holistically for them over an extended period of time.
Just got
until
such
he
a
joined this team.
point to prove, I
19
swear.
for 11 on
And
Fate,
in
on a
terms of the new role as well,
career absolutely
it's
rejuvenated for him.
yeah,
He's
it
found
is
his
impressive.
place
Exactly what he's
finally
saying.
on a team that is at
Like
the
here,
top
his
right
career
now,
with like
tied
how
with
the
Leviathan,
how the
two
coaches
best
at
teams
least
we have in
described
Americas.
it. It felt like it was done. And then they take a risk on him. There's a stand-in. Put him on a new role that he's never played before in officials as he messes... Bro, how can the cast be this good, man? He messes up his fade eye. Come on, dude. Come on, man. I'm singing your praises. I'm like mid-speech singing your praises. Talking about how you just flourished in this new role. You hit all your util. And then you palm your fade eye. It's so twisted, bro. I can't even talk about anything.
LEV will take their time, and again, KRU more than happy to allow them to do that. They don't have any flank pressure, yes, but they can still play from behind this Nightfall. Aspas wants none of it. With the spike down now, Leviathan. This is difficult to do, to play off the site on Lotus. They're taking risks in doing so. Mazzino trends back in. Mel's are also in a deadly...
Oh god, he's pinned the killjoy down.
fall.
And we're really in for this.
Oh my goodness, it's hit again.
Oh boy, yeah, and the ult doesn't look great anymore. And Aspas put his ult into the 3v5 over towards site, and then we put our ult into the 4v5 over towards site as well. And as soon as he puts the ult down, everyone falls.
My guy.
No, you're damn right about that. Definitely not the one I was talking about, but he just holding on to that Nightfall. Again, it's just KRU playing to their win cons. They just have such an understanding of what to do in these rounds. They never overcomplicate things either, which I really do appreciate about them. They're a team that you're never going to see them really overheat or overcook around. And it's always to their advantage that they're doing so.
KRU aren't fighting from out this time. In fact, it's Kesnit over at A. And we're seeing he and Melza take those forward positions. There's a window here to capitalize upon. Leviathan have not entered B once here on this half. Mayhap that's about to change, but that alarm bot is what Mazzino is looking for there.
Yeah, he heard it go down, but
Yeah,
isn't able
and
to actually
Smelza gets his smoke again, so he can just refresh this. And then does he jump up in front of the wall, or... Yes, he does, and the timing's a little bit off, and this guy's going to absolutely send it. Right? Oh.
King has a feeling for the timing, though. He doesn't overextend to expose himself to Baby Door. But...
They didn't really pressure this much or take... If he killed this and you had multiple people here, you would at least open the door. The fact he doesn't open the door, they stick with their heavy B ceiling. I think they might have missed a trick by not opening the door, but it doesn't matter if they're just killing everyone.
How has this happened? He has to do it yet again. Door flung wide open. He announces himself with a flourish.
Hey, these guys are... He's impressive, man. Yeah, I still stand by it. That's impressive. Hold up. Oh, yeah, it didn't reset here.
And with that man down,
and with the plan as well, he gets his... Oh no, he doesn't, okay. Sorry, I thought that was Aspas.
But that was haphazard, to say the least, from Shy on that wide swing late into that round.
He has to get info somehow, or at least he feels that way, right?
Heading into the next, Aspas is one away from that Raze ultimate, so gathered up at C Mound, Leviathan, you have to expect they're going to be getting that orb over into his hands.
And KRU are back to the point where they got a lot of money.
And then using King's Viper's ult, that pit for the post plant.
Leviathan have never insisted on fighting for Mound at the start of these rounds. They're never willing to take that risk. Again, KRU push up. Leviathan just throw the counter smoke and give it up.
King had gotten that space on A as well, so working off of that now is the rest of the team feeling comfortable to gather up there. Oh my god, and
that was stairs.
I mean, what was that, a jump peak?
Yeah, I think that's a jump peak.
He's finally punished for that.
Oh, rotate goes in, but they're going over towards B. Oh man, it's so nice at the moment for LEV. Question is, how many ults do they use? King can just go close and just all... Yeah, they double it.
Showstopper now for Aspas to dissuade any upper presence.
Really good call from Lev there. That kill onto A and just the pace at which you can get from A and pivot into B.
Yeah, and looks like KRU aren't even going to try this one.
It's just so easy.
Are they going to give this up?
Yeah, they are.
I think they might.
Valorant World Cup, yeah, it would be pretty fun, man. There's a lot of, like, Brazil would be stacked, Russia would be stacked, Turkey would be really stacked. A lot of solid countries.
They'll still have money for a decent buy after the fact. Can't be mad at this. I mean,
Korea,
realistically, what are they gonna do pushing into that pit?
UK could actually have a half decent roster. Yeah.
It's just going to be next to it.
I've got Benji as well.
They just nothing in the kit to take care of that situation, to handle things as they would have wanted.
Yeah, it would be really fun if there was like a proper one that had like a lot of money into it, and it was actually like
he's had good timing on these.
Actually, like got all of the good players there. It would be absolutely banging.
All strategy for this round. They secure one and Kesney gets a kill.
Coach Potato's told idea. I wanted to do this last year. I wanted to do EMEA. Because that was what we could do online. Just get all the countries in EMEA. Just do like a little Euros.
Yeah, when we get back in, Klaus is one orb away from that pit, so you can.
But like the actual World Cup would be unbelievable if they just randomly did it one year.
Along those lines, he's been playing over a tree with the Odin, but it's just been ultimately ignored by Leviathan.
Tom had the same issue.
He really did, yeah. Both of them.
Yeah, you play him, Mark.
Unable to get any value on that side of the map.
Dude, we'd have to play, man. Be me and you.
No one's getting limped by those A-long haunts either way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're completely right here. 11-10 is the score for Leviathan. The two best teams here we have in America's the last week
potential last timeout, and makes a lot of sense with the money being so low on this one. We get an Odin out on defense, and we are one kill away from
on some of these attack rounds with the Omen ultimate. They go for some crazy plays where he teleports deep. Kind of looking to that to see if they try to pull something out crazy here at the very end. They're going to go for a full push here onto Rebel, take this control early on. Maybe Klaus can finally find something.
Does that fade eye work? That's really cool. It lands fast, lands up here. And you can swing off of it. Wait, that fade eye is sick, dude. In the little cubby there. Dude, Lever put a lot of work in.
And look at this, 4 players from KRU setting up a crossfire here onto AF. Just all this noise made from Lev, but they're peeling back. They're going back to Mound.
Walls come up pretty quickly. And again, Leviathan have managed to pull a lot of attention to that side of the map. Melsa might be in a bit of trouble here. They're going to descend upon him. He's able to TP out of the seas. Sigh of relief. As KRU can now play more defensively around it, see Leviathan might bounce back to A again.
A moment of relief and crucial utility extracted from the Leviathan.
Yeah, it's a big win from them. This is nice though for Lev. They get a good timing where the fade eye feels like it just got info over towards A. And we were about to see a rotate, and they are nervous for this at the moment. And I don't know, I guess Vision was blocked at one point.
Digged into the site.
Yeah, 2 people on site. You got Klaus, 1 more molly. 20 seconds. Dude, last molly goes out, and then he has an Odin that he can spam. Oh yeah, they just gotta gamble B. Shy can win.
They know Shy is waiting for them. 6 seconds left. Shy in a position to disrupt, but can't see the plant for it. Aspas is waiting for him. 4 up for KRU.
Yeah, it's hard not to tunnel vision on the time there.
A squeaky clean with it. Paranoia, can he capitalize? No targets. King shows him only the barest top of his head.
Yeah, honestly, I respect the call, man. 15 seconds, 15, 20 seconds, pivot over towards B with no info over towards, like, actual B main. Was very risky, but paid off.
Players on Lev unaware because of how drained the clock was. But it was actually them exposed, walking into these angles being held. First Shy, then Kesnet. The dominoes fall, and Aspas makes it look all too easy in the very end, and Leviathan are on match point. Because of that earlier save, though, KRU have been able to bring a reasonable buy here to what may be their last round.
Alright, 2 chances, and King might have just messed up his molly here. It's smoke even, but molly to stop them getting the orb. And it's very obvious that Kesnis wants this, so they might have to use some more util. 4 people here to try and ensure that this guy can get his Razor. Yeah, and they take B while they're doing that. That's a huge nade, and this guy can only W key because he wants to avoid the nade. Then this is the orb that they get with the orb. How's he alive? How's he just tanking that? How on earth is he just tanking that?
A chance to plant. We have a 3 versus 3 with the series on the line.
These post-plant positions are fantastic. Mizzino, paranoia, calm utility as well. They've flipped the site on its head. And this pit, it's going to allow them to get into the site, but no more than that.
Yeah, they have to. They literally had to use the ult to get into the site. We got a spam and we have a tether as well. Tether will take them down to 80 and then they can just spam. And they got an Omen Flash as well, and the smoke will be done. So Omen Flash should be coming in right now. Damn, bro, what a game this was. It really delivered. I thought it wasn't going to after Ascent, but